Hello, YouTube. I'm here to show the complete roster. There's Alicia Fox, Brie Bella, Cameron, Emma, Eva Marie, Layla, Naomi, Natalia, Nikki Bella, Paige, Stephanie McMahon, Summer Rae, Tamina. Get the divas out of the way. Then what we're gonna do? Oh yeah, there's one missing right there. I didn't get it, but I'll tell you why in a little bit. I didn't mess with it yet. We'll just go ahead and select Adam Rose for now. Add manager. Okay, we'll start there. Bobby Heenan, Brad Maddox, Colonel Robert Parker, Gerald Briscoe, Jimmy Hart, Lana, Miss Elizabeth, Mr. McMahon. You get two Mr. McMahons. Pat Patterson, Paul Bearer, Paul Heyman, Rosa Mendez, Sensational Sherry, Stephanie McMahon, Ted DiBiase, and Zeb Coulter. Adam Rose, Aiden English, Andre the Giant, Bad News Barrett, Bam Bam Bigelow, Baron Corbin, Batista, Big E, Big Show. Okay, I'll stop right here for a moment and tell you there's not 120 plus. Some of these wrestlers have a second variation rather than make them extra costumes, which is pretty stupid. And I'll show you why in a little bit. The one Billy Gunn, not the Generation X version. Bo Dallas, Booker T, Bray Wyatt, Bret Hart, Brian Pillman. He's one of those wrestlers that you actually miss having around. British Bulldog, Brock Lesnar, Cactus Jack. That's another thing too. All three versions of Foley are in here. Rather than making them additional costumes, they added like that. Cesaro, Chris Jericho. Oh, we're gonna get up to one right now. See what I mean? And let's see. Oh, never mind. That's it then for that. Because sometimes they did add extra attires. Christian, Colonel Mustafa, Colin Cassidy, Curtis Axel, Damian Mizdow, Daniel Bryan, Darren Young, Dean Ambrose, Diamond Dallas Page, D'Lo Brown, Dolph Ziggler. Dude, love, see what I mean? They could have just added them all as extra costumes. Edge, Enzo Amore, Eric Rowan, Farouk, Fandango, Finn Balor, Fit Finlay. I don't remember him with that long hair. General Adnan, Goldust, Haku, Headshrinker Haku, or Mang from WCW. Heath Slater, Hideo Itami, Honky Tonk Man, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and like I say, you're going to end up with a couple more versions of Triple H. Jack Swagger, Jake Roberts, JBL, Jey Uso, Jim Neidhart, Jimmy Uso, John Cena, Kalisto, Kama Mustafa, Kane 0901. See what I mean? And then, of course, a bunch of attires. See what I mean? That's what they could have done for Kane, rather than adding both of them like that. Kid Shamrock, Kevin Nash, Kevin Owens, Kofi Kingston, Connor, Lex Luger, Lord Steven Regal. We also get a version of William Regal. Go figure. Rather than, adding extra tires instead. Luke Harper, Mankind. I told you, all three Foleys. Mark Henry. This missing piece right here, that is a version of, instead of adding extra tires, they went ahead and added a Mark Henry Nation of Domination version. That's what that missing piece is right there. It's kind of stupid and pointless, so I decided not to go after it right now. Mikey Whipwreck, that's another pretty good one to have. He's the original innovator of the Stone Cold Stunner. Actually, he's the one that made it famous before Steve made it famous. The Miz, Mr. McMahon, 98. Oh yeah, and you get a bunch of attires for him. The other Mr. McMahon is understandable because he's just a manager. Neville, Paul White. See what I mean? Big Show. Another freaking Big Show. Randy Orton, Randy Savage, Ric Flair, Rick Rude, Ricky Steamboat, Rikishi, The Rock. See? There you go again. Instead of adding extra tires, it goes like that. The Rock. 03. Roman Reigns, R-Truth, Rusev, Ryback, Sami Zayn, Santino Marella, Savio Vega, Seth Rollins, Sergeant Slaughter. Look who's back. The boy wonder himself, Shane McMahon. Haven't seen him in a wrestling game since when? WWF No Mercy? Shawn Michaels? Sheamus? Does Shawn Michaels have extra tires? Go back. Yeah, he does. Okay. Of course, Simon Gotch. Shitsin Gata, Stardust. Too bad they didn't add the original. I'd rather have Cody Rhodes because Stardust sucks. Sting, like I said, look at that. Should have been extra tires, not 3 different characters. Sting 91, Sting 99. Same with Stone Cold. I mean, I can get it for having these ones different because his finishing move is the stun gun. But I mean, come on. Do we really need 5 plus extra tires? Because, yeah, look at that. Extra tires. I think all of them might have extra. Yep. All of them do. Yeah. Okay, all of them except for Superstar Steve Austin. But yeah, anyways, there's Stone Cold 97, Stone Cold 03, Stunning Steve Austin, Superstar Steve Austin, Titus O'Neil, Triple H, like I say, more Triple H versions, Triple H 01, and he's probably got a bunch of attires. Damn it, I hate these controllers sometimes. Taylor Breeze, Tyson Kidd, Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker, more versions of Undertaker than that we don't need. Rather than making them as attires. See what I mean? Instead of doing that crap, they could have just made a bunch of costumes instead. Vader, Victor, William Regal, like I said, Lord Steven Regal and William Regal, Xavier Woods, X-Pac, and Zack Ryder. There you have it. Your entire roster for WWE 2K16. Everything is basically unlockable in 2K Showcase. I'm not sure what else to say, but like I said, some of those wrestlers shouldn't have had 5 versions. I knew they were going to pull this crap. I had already said it, but I was saying more like, oh wow, we get 50 versions of Triple H and 100 versions of John Cena. No, they gave us 3 versions of Triple H and 1 version of John Cena and 5 versions of Stone Cold, 3 versions of Undertaker, 2 versions of Kane, 2 versions of Mark Henry, which is completely freaking pointless, 3 versions of Sting, a bunch of costumes for all of them. I don't know why they do this all the time, and yet the game is still kind of incomplete. Even worse is they're not going to add people like Bayley or Sasha Banks, not even for DLC. So this game's not going to get a dime more than I paid for it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Laters.